We're here with USMNT star Auston Trusty, and we're going to be going through some of the hardest questions you can ask a professional footballer. First question, who was your favorite football club growing up?
Growing up, Barcelona.
Barcelona?
Yeah, Barca.
Do you know why?
Ronaldinho, my friend.
Oh, yes. And we definitely do have a story about meeting Mr. Dino himself. Trusty, tell the streets about the Ronaldinho link up that we had as a kid.
Well, I'll tell you my part. So when we were on the same team with the Philadelphia Union, my first trip with the team was to the Dallas Cup. So we were flying there, and I was just so excited. And Ronaldinho is my idol. Like that's why I still wear Tiempos nowadays. That's why I love Nike, but I love Nike because of one, Michael Jordan, and Ronaldinho. On the flight there, I kept thinking, like I was just so excited to go to Dallas and like go be with the team. And I remember like, what if I just meet like Ronaldinho? Like how cool would that be, bro? We go to the hotel. I go to my room, and Raheem and our friend JJ text me, Ronaldinho is staying in our hotel. And I'm like, what in the world, bro? Any other young kids, we probably shouldn't have done this. We camped out in front of his room.
Bro, camped out, bro.
We shouldn't have done that. For the young kids, don't camp outside of someone's room. But we ended up doing that, and then we're like, okay, we probably shouldn't be doing this. So we waited for him at the elevator, and soon enough he came out. We're like, please, Ronaldinho, can we just take a picture? That's all we want. So me, Raheem,
Andrew Anthony Fontana.
Yeah, we all got a picture with him, and like literally, bro, like my life was complete, bro. Like I was good, bro. I was good to go.
Nah, man.
So happy.
Insane story.
Cool.
Insane
That's
story.
So cool.
Who did you model your game after as a kid?
Ronaldinho.
I would watch Ronaldinho clips. Obviously, it didn't turn out to play that position, but Ronaldinho, man, just watching his clips, and he was just the best thing to me. And Thiago Silva, David Luiz, I love David Luiz, and both of them. Any center back, really. I just, you work out or you're in the mindset, or before the game, you'd watch their clips to get into the mindset like everyone did when they're younger. Yeah, that's how I kind of model my game by.
And you also have David Luiz and Thiago Silva's kits as well.
I do.
Just the FYI for the streets, you know what I'm saying? Trusty's over there building a crazy collection. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I might have to go raid that one day.
No.
Do you consume a lot of football content? If so, who's your favorite influencer, and why is it Goals the Rondo?
No, it's probably you, to be honest. I love watching your content. Your own personal TikTok, the stuff you do with Goal. Just one, because you're my buddy and want to support you, but also I actually laugh at the stuff you're doing. And I text you like, bro, this is actually hilarious.
I appreciate you, family.
That's fire.
Now there's a couple of reels I'll see Trusty comment on. I'm like, all right, this one was valid.
Which one was good? Like, was it the?
Which one was I think you commented on the one where I was like, how I'm feeling after Dembele won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, bro, you done a couple ones. I'm like, this is actually hilarious.
The Dembele one
was kind of funny.
It was quality.
Nah, but honestly, like as a professional footballer, you guys are on social media a lot, and sometimes it could be bad, man. Sometimes clubs and fans are making bad comments. Like, how do you try to avoid that or navigate that industry or like that world of like, yo, like your life and your game is under so much critique on social media?
I think it just comes with it. I mean, it's the name of the game, and it's the biggest game in the entire world. So everyone, in a sense, can have an opinion, and whether you let the opinion of others, affect you, that's really on you. I don't really think of it like that. If it's someone who is really knowledgeable with the game and has experience, and the experience that I've had, then you kind of can you listen to them and have it. But if it's someone who, for example, I thought about this when I first signed pro, was when I would comment. I wouldn't tweet or anything, but I would comment to my friends about the Sixers and how some guys would do this, and some guys would do that. And then I thought about it myself. I'm like, I actually can't say anything, because if I told one of the guys, oh, I think you should do that, he's gonna be like, well, when's the last time you played? And I'm gonna say the highest level I played was freshman year in high school. So like, he's gonna be like, who are you, bro? Like, how do you even know what you're talking about?
Nah, for sure.
The game has, as you know, the higher levels you go, the more intricate the game gets, and more it's like chess. So if I'm trying to tell an NBA player how to play, and my highest level is a freshman league basketball, he's gonna be like, the game, we're not even playing the same game. You can let it affect you, you can't let it affect you. It's just it's on yourself.
For sure. Like, you literally can't comment on certain Instagram things either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because people will see you in the comments and like, oh, why is Auston Trusty saying this in the comments? You really got to navigate social media like very unconventionally or very like meticulously, because you can't use it like a regular person.
No. I know that. I try to, with my Instagram and my Twitter, I try to just be authentic as possible. But if you're in the limelight in any kind of situation, you tend to stay away from anything divisive or controversial just because like why even do that? But I mean, I maybe it's my family or something. I'll maybe voice my opinion on certain topics, but
Yeah,
you just don't do that because I mean, it's really a lose-lose situation.
absolutely, man. Who's the best player you have ever played with?
With
Yes.
Sir Elsinho.
Ilsinho from Philadelphia Union.
Elsinho was.
But trust, you can't tell me
good,
Ilsinho's
bro.
better. You can't tell me that Ilsinho's better than like Martinelli or Saka, bro. I'm sorry.
No. I've played with some really really good players.
Yeah.
But in terms of when I've gone to the team and been like, holy crap, this guy is so good, is when I sticks out in my head every time. When I saw Elsinho play and played against him, bro, he was Ronaldinho, bro. This guy, I was like, holy crap, bro, you're so good. And then he was on my team too. I remember we played New York Red Bulls. Like he never really started the games because like he was, he would.
He didn't have the fitness.
He didn't have to, but when he came on, bro, you were so thankful that this guy was coming on the pitch with you, and he was on your team. Boom, boom, Meg, goal. Boom, 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 Meg, goal. I think he scored 3 goals and like to save the game one time.
And we were on the topic, talking a little bit about the American development system. And at the time, man, it wasn't as developed, as to where it's now when we first came up. Do you think your career would have been more successful if you were developed in Europe as a youth player?
That's an evil question.
Yes and no. It's really really hard because over here it's very intense and it's very cutthroat at certain ages. And if you're not up to par or they don't really view you in a certain type of way, then they'll cut you. But I don't know. I think to add on to that question, what's better, because over here now they're changing things. But if you don't make these teams when you're a young kid, you have seen it where your identity is football. And say for Celtic, your grandpa's grandpa all the way back wanted to be a Celtic player. So then it's pushed on to them, the next generation, each time, and how bad they want it. And you're kind of like, obviously the kid really wants to be a Celtic player or whatever, but it's usually the parents pushing it too. So if they don't make it, these kids, they come out and their identity is football and they don't really know what to do. And that's a big thing as well. So I know it's changing now. Now I think Tottenham made a plan for kids who get cut or released to have a business or get into like something to help them out, which is, I'm pretty sure they're doing that. Maybe not, maybe it's another team.
No, there's a couple of teams like the PFA is definitely helping out. Yeah. They'll have like free agent trial matches and stuff to help guys find clubs.
I remember Trent did it at Liverpool as well. He started a whole thing with like Liverpool Academy, that kind of thing.
Exactly, man. It is kind of scary because for every story of a Christian Pulisic, signing at 16, there's 10 other kids who signed for European clubs and it didn't work out.
I mean, you guys probably know this better than I do. You definitely do. But like the vast majority of people just aren't going to make it.
I guess to compare, if I were to be overseas and have done what I've done and say I was going to sign pro, the pathway to excel overseas is a lot easier than coming from the Philadelphia Union and then going to Colorado and then getting signed by Arsenal and then doing it. It's in a sense, it's 1 in a billion chance for that to happen. I feel very, very special that it's me. Yeah, I feel very blessed. So I wouldn't change my pathway just because it's my life and everything. But if I were to sign pro, it'd probably be easier to excel faster being a European and not coming from the States, because you have to have the whole entire jump. And the first one to tell you, it takes a lot, and it's not as easy as people think coming from America to go overseas. And then you can do that, but then how do you excel? And the whole thing is to excel. So you see a lot of players come overseas, and yeah, they've done that, but you need to excel. So
you need to excel, or else you're gonna end up right back in MLS where you came from. Like honestly, who is the best USMNT player of all time in your opinion?
I really like Clint Dempsey, man. I just like the swagger. I like how he played. And obviously Landon Donovan, him scoring that goal, I really sparked my love for the national team and really just like being really interested in it. Probably one of those two. I really like Clint.
Who takes more stick or like gets in trouble more, managers or players?
Trouble in what way?
I know, like you have a bad performance, you guys lose or whatever. Like, who do you think takes the heat more, the managers or the players?
It's interesting. I've seen and I've had different coaches where some in a sense have players back and won't ever let it get on the players, and some just push on the players. And you're the players like, dude, what the heck? It's probably mixed. It's mixed. Obviously, the social media and people online, they kind of sometimes they just choose certain people, or they have their own vendettas, or however they want to go about it. But I would say it's pretty mixed.
Have you ever had like someone have a go, like a coach or whatever, and you've thought, hang on, I played pretty well here. Like, why am I being singled out? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think that's happened to all of us. But what are you gonna say? You can't you can't say anything. You're
You
like,
can't say anything. And I think that's the tough thing about football in general is because I think we've been seeing this a lot with social media more now. You're starting to see like clips of like, before back in the day, it used to always be the player's fault. It'd be like, oh, player's not training right in training. He's not doing the right things. He's not preparing for the matches. But now, for example, when people saw that video of like Ishmael Kone with De Zerbi, for example,
crazy,
and the manager having a go at a player, people are like, wait, hold on now. Like, this actually looks like more like a toxic environment from the coach's standpoint, not from the players.
Well, it's like the Man United thing every week as well, isn't it? Like Man United lose, and then it's like half the people are like, it's Amarim, and then half of the people like these players aren't good enough for United.
a lot of the coaches have been part of. If they do make the mistake or they do come at you, everyone's emotional. It's an emotional game. So if that were to happen, every single time you actually have a deeper conversation, maybe after the fact or the next day, once everyone's watched the clips or had the full story of things. So to give managers credit, anybody can be emotional. I could say something emotional, and the next day be like, "Sorry, brother, maybe I shouldn't have said that." Or actually, I still think you should have done this, but I shouldn't have reacted this in a way.